Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 33 of Form Guru series by MakeForms. I am Pratik, founder of MakeForms, and today we are going to take a look at sources within MakeForms. So, like all this time, you guys would have seen me publishing a form, and then I keep on republishing, and every time when I do that, the system takes us back to the sources. So there are two ways to reach the source. One is by going through the form builder. The another way is that whenever you are on your My Forms page, at the right, you will see something like this icon. And when you click that, you will be taken to the sources. So what exactly is a source? So the source is basically a URL on which your form is being published. So this can be a URL, or if you are embedding your form on your website, so that particular embedded form is also a source. And with make forms, the most amazing thing is that you can actually create as many sources as you want. So there is no restriction on how many sources can you create. But when we are publishing and we are coming here, we can see that there is only one link. So how will you create multiple sources? So to create multiple source, what you will do is that you will create on this link that says create a new form link. But the first question that you would ask me will be, why should I create so many sources? So the reason you would do that is because uh, you might just want to see that which particular medium is working for you. So let's say you're sending your form to multiple through multiple sources like through WhatsApp, through Facebook, through Instagram, Telegram, and you want to understand that which particular medium is working the most. So in that case, you can create multiple links, and then you can actually find out that okay, this particular link worked, and this link brought me these many submissions. So that is when you would actually create multiple sources. So to create a new source, what you will do is that you will just click on create a new form link, and if you have connected your domain, your custom domain, it will come up over here. Since I have not connected a custom domain to this account, I'm not able to see that. So if you are in the EU region, then you would have eu.frms.link, and then I would just write new source, and I would just create this. As soon as I create, you can see that now I have two different sources. And here, right now, we don't have any response. So we have zero responses. But what I will do now is that I will click on this and I'm taken to a link. I will just fill up everything and I will submit it. Now you can see that as soon as I refresh, I will see that I have received one response on this particular source. And even when I go into my results tab, you can see that my source is mentioned over here. And I can always filter using my sources. So this way you can actually, uh, map the responses to all the sources. And now there is also a lot that you can do at every source. Number one is disable source. We won't do it for now. The another one is rename source. So let's say I want to do FB collection. I would just click here and I would edit this source. And you can actually edit like the settings, all the settings for every source that you create. So the first one in this is the link metadata. So if you see this, the link metadata, if you enable it, okay, so you can write the title. I would write make forms, form guru, feedback form. Description, this form is to collect the data about form guru episodes. I'm just writing anything random. Then I would select a favicon. So let's say I have a MakeForms favicon like this, but it needs to be 60 KB. I don't have one, so let's skip it for now. I will, so this will be this shows you how this particular link will look like when you share it on WhatsApp or Facebook. So this is what it will look like. Then the second thing that you can set up is the cutoff date. So let's say you don't want this particular form to be able to, not this form, but this particular source, you don't want to show it after certain date. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to backdate it for our demo. So I will just save these details. So this particular form was to be cut off on the 20th of Feb. So since it's 21st of Feb, I will quickly open it up in a new link, and you can see it will tell me that form is closed and it's no longer accepting any responses. So this way you can decide at which particular date will this particular source stop working. Then there is something called as partial submission. So what this does is that as the person keeps on filling the form, their data gets collected. Okay. So we'll quickly refresh this. Okay, and it says that the partial this form is automatically saved at regular intervals. So you click on proceed. Okay. So now I'll go back. I will check my results. So you can see that since I have not submitted this form, it is being shown as a partial entry and it's all faded. Now I can just click this unlock and you can see that I have the response. So this is something wherein it's called, a lot of people call it as form data recovery. So let's say you have a very big form, a quote form, and the user has, like filled up only certain details. Maybe it's their name, it's their email address, which is very crucial to you. And like you might just want to follow them up later. So you can turn on this partial submission. So it at least collects certain data that the user has filled up. But uh, remember that whenever you create a partial submission form enabled, uh, the system will by default give them a notice that this form is automatically saved at regular intervals to ensure that you are compliant with GDPR. But now, if you just want to, like remove it, you can select implicit consent. But as soon as you do that, you need to understand that this particular thing violates the GDPR regulation and you are collecting the data of your user without letting them know. So if I hard refresh this now, you can see that I will get a very small notice at the bottom, which the user, like sees definitely. But the implicit consent is at the bottom. Now the next option that we have is restrict responses. So let's say you just want to collect feedback from 50 people from this particular source. So as soon as this form has collected 50 responses, this source will stop working. Then if you want to add a password protection, so let's say I add 12345 6 as a password. Okay, so now when you open this form, uh, the user will be presented with this particular option. Then they need to enter the password. I'm entering the correct password now and open form. That's when this particular form will open up. Then we have option for form page, which is the analytics and pixel tracking. So you can bring in your own Facebook pixel, your Google Analytics, or your Google Tag Manager. So this is for your page, like the form tracking. If you want to also put in your conversion tracking, then you can enable it for your thank you page. So any person who, whenever they submit the form and they reach the thank you page, the conversion pixel and the Google conversion ID will be fired. So, and the final thing that we have is the cookie details. So if you want to have your own cookie pop-up, in that case, you can bring in your exception your cookie bot, and one trust. So as soon as you do that, for exception, it will ask the client ID. For cookie bot, it will ask the group ID. And for the one trust, you just need to click this button and connect your one trust account. So that's it about the how to create a source and how to edit the details for all your sources. Apart from this, I think we won't dive much into anything else for today. In the next episode, we'll take a look at how you can embed the form on your own website. So that's it for today, guys. Again, I would please ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know in the comments below what kind of forms are you looking for. Our aim is to uh, make you, empower you, and like creating forms so that tomorrow, once you complete this Form Guru series, you are an expert at form creation, of course, by using MakeForms. So that's it, guys, for today. Signing off, Pratik here from MakeForms.